Hello, welcome to the video. Today I'll be highlighting a few old buildings from the Nashville area. I've been curious about this architecture ever since I visited. We'll be looking specifically at what is called the Parthenon, as well as a pyramid that were both said to be built for the 1897 World's Fair held in Nashville. If you're familiar with my channel, you know I like to question a lot of these kind of things. Getting into the Parthenon, it is supposed to be a full-scale replica of the original Parthenon, and this is the genius who is supposed to have put it together. We're told it was originally built of plaster, wood, and brick, but these photos seem to tell a different story, in my opinion. You can see high quality craftsmanship on what already seems to be a permanent structure. However, this kind of structure wouldn't fit in with the narrative of history that we're told, and that might be a reason for covering it up. It has a similar style to many of our government buildings, including buildings in our nation's capital. Buildings which, in contrast, were said to be built to be permanent. Nashville is said to be the Athens of the South. I wonder if there may be more truth to these kinds of nicknames. A little side note on the Knights of Pythias Pavilion. This was supposedly built for the World's Fair and moved to a neighboring town afterwards, and supposedly done by wagon. We are told that the Parthenon that exists there today is actually a reconstruction from 1925. I'm pretty wary of these old construction photos. This is supposed to be documenting the reconstruction with cement, which we're told happened, but it's the only one I could find, and I'm not really sure what's supposed to be going on in the photo, as you can still see the standing columns behind the wooden scaffolding. Even for a reconstruction, it is a very impressive feat of construction, and you would think they would take the time to document the process more thoroughly. Here's another classical, beautiful building that has the same narrative. Supposedly built for the World's Fair in San Francisco, later demolished and perfectly reconstructed. We're told it was a rebuilding that almost didn't happen, and I can link to the work of others who have questioned the narrative of this building. Here you can see a pyramid at the same World's Fair. You can see the Parthenon in the background. It was supposed to be part of an exhibit by the city of Memphis in honor of its Egyptian name. But I wonder if there might be more going on here. The masonry does appear to be quite solid, and I wasn't able to find much information, and the pyramid was destroyed shortly after the fair. Next, let's look at a few buildings from Nashville that we know are permanent. This is Union Station. It's a massive building, goes a ways underground, as you can see by looking at those ground level arches. It was said to be built over a 2-year span from 1898 to 1900, and here's a look at it from the modern day. Now let's have a quick look at what is called the Tennessee State Capitol, completed in 1859. Here's an older look at the structure as well as the landscape, which doesn't seem to match the perfection of the building itself. Then there's this building, referred to as the Memphis Exposition Building. You can see the horse-drawn electric trolleys, a possible indication of existing infrastructure. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you liked it, and have a great day.